What's up, guys? We are live. We're back from Chicago Rum Fest, and you know we got stories to tell. We're going to be telling stories, but before we get that far, before we get too far, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and let us know you're here.
Like
leave a comment. Let us know you're here. Say what's up. Hello. What are you drinking tonight? We want to know that you're here. We're hanging out.
If you're new, let us know where you're from, what you're having to drink.
This is the best rum community in the entire world. You are going to have nothing but warm welcomes and hellos from everyone here. So we're super excited to have you guys here hanging out with us tonight. And I want to give a huge shout out.
Okay.
Because over the weekend, there was one individual who put his personal desires aside to make sure that a job was done that not everybody's capable of doing.
Okay.
And that is making sure that Rum Daddy Royer gets the heck out of the building because he's bothering everyone. Stan.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you for throwing out Rum Daddy Royer for us.
I should have known it was time to go.
Didn't.
Stan, we appreciate you.
Got him out of there.
We appreciate you.
So we appreciate you doing your job for everyone, everyone's sake.
You're a good man.
Kept it a good show. It was a lot better when that happened. So it was a lot of fun. So the picture of that is on the Facebook group, Just Drinking After Hours. The links are all down below to all of our stuff. The Patreon Rum Club, which still has spaces available, the TikTok, the Instagram, all that stuff's down there. So make sure you guys check that out. And that is where the picture of Rum Daddy Royer being exited from the building.
Although, really know, I must say, Stan seemed to be extra enthusiastic about doing that.
He was pretty excited about the opportunity.
He's like, He was
pretty excited for the opportunity to throw you out. Time had expired. You were in the building, and he was like,
"Your silly ass getting out of here."
Done. You're done, good sir. So it was great. He was all a little too excited for that. So really appreciate Stan having a lot of fun with us and letting us hang out with him for a few minutes. And we're always glad to see him. So had a lot of fun.
We did.
Chicago was a lot of fun. We met some of you.
Yes, we did.
Super excited about some of those stories, which we'll get into in here in a bit. Super excited about that. We also have some great Rum Daddy Royer stories, as we always do. Real quick, to let you guys gauge about how good the Rum Daddy Royer stories are. Rum Daddy Royer, how many rums did you spit out during the Rum Fest this year? Like, use the spit bucket, just kind of taste them and spit back. It was zero. It was zero rums. That didn't happen at all. He never does. In fact, somebody even told him,
I had good intentions. I had very, very good intentions.
I believe it was Renegade Rum that looked you in the eye and said, "Hey, you don't have to drink the whole thing, or you can use the spit bucket." And you said, "But then am I really drinking it?" So I guess we set the standard right there for the rest of the day. So that was how that conversation went. Somebody tried to help you. Renegade Rum was trying to help you.
I know. Renegade Rum tried to help.
You know, they're just trying to do you a favor, and you're like, nope.
I got this.
I am a professional. Okay.
I got this.
I don't think you understand who I am, sir. I don't think you understand who Rum Daddy Royer is. It's pretty great.
Oh,
my goodness. I want to get some
hellos.
hellos.
Would have been a good idea to actually use that a little bit.
Probably would have been a good idea.
Probably would have been a good idea.
By the way, let's just gauge this on a scale of like, okay, so we had 2019 Miami Rum Fest. That's probably the second most intoxicated I've seen you ever. We had it was Chicago in our first year of Chicago, which was probably the third most I'd ever seen you. Sorry, that was fourth. Third most I've ever seen you was Christmas 2000.
Okay, we're not boring these people to death.
Anywho,
whatever.
Totally different story.
These fine people don't care.
But the number one slot now belongs to Chicago Rum Fest 2024. Absolutely dominated the rum like a dog. He did not quit. I mean, you went all day, all night. You started before the event at the bar, at the hotel, because you didn't want to wait. That picture's in the Facebook group. You got to the event. You tried all the rums. We made rounds. We tried tons of rums. Some of them twice.
Had
tons of fun. Okay. Then after you got kicked out and weren't allowed to be there anymore.
I was not kicked out.
He was kicked out. We had to leave there. So we took off.
Okay. We're moving on. We got to move on.
And we ended up
getting bored.
At, what's the name of the tiki bar we ended up at?
Halakiki.
I'm glad you can remember it. I was wondering how your memory was doing. So, Halakiki.
Yep.
Tremendous tiki bar.
Oh,
guys.
yeah. Definitely.
Tremendous.
If you're in Chicago,
You get the chance for a tiki bar. They're amazing.
From what I recall, it's a fantastic place.
And it's not much. So he is just got a very small snippet of what it was. They got a great garden there. It's beautiful. It's all drinks. They got some small amounts of side food, but there's no kitchen. So like it's literally built for cocktails and tiki drinks. We had some sushi. We did. Yeah. Jeff from the Rum Club.
Yep.
Jeff,
he joined us.
Thanks. We'll call him Jeffy G right now. We're just gonna throw out Jeffy G. I didn't ask him if that was okay, but I'm going to assume it's okay that I do that.
I'm guessing it's not.
So Jeff was a tremendous time.
Tons
of fun. So he ended up at the tiki bar with us and got to witness Rum Daddy's shenanigans as we were hanging out with them. They were actually at the event.
What happens in Chicago stays in Chicago.
Except for the stories I'm about to tell you tonight. So those are going to happen. But I want to get some hellos out of the way. We got some amazing people hanging out with us tonight. Mark G, I've been waiting all week for tonight. Mark, are you the one? Are you Rumfest Mark? Because I don't know. We have a few Marks that jump on here. Yep. Mark G, are you Rumfest Mark? Did we meet you at Rumfest? We got to know. Greg's here. He's going to return when he gets home from work. Thumbs up, though. 3,000 subscribers. We did it, squad. We're to the next tier. We got a little congratulations thing from YouTube basically saying that you did it. So we're here. We're at the next level. So we hit 3,000 on the road to 4,000. So we're super excited about that. It's all you guys that make that possible. This community just grows with good people drinking good rum. It's connecting good people with good rum. That's all we're here to do and have a good time. So we should probably incorporate a good time in there somewhere, but we'll figure that out later. Tons of fun.
Definitely had a good time in Chicago.
Low Carb Cocktails, and for my other account, thumbs up. Make sure you check out Low Carb Cocktails. Carlos is here. How you doing, Carlos? I love it. It's time. We gotta get Bruce Buffer. That feels right. Oh man, come on, my ice is melting really bad. Rum says
exactly.
Gotta get this show on the road.
Exactly.
Fred's here. How you doing, Fred?
Hey,
Welcome
Fred.
in. Sean is here. Cheers. Tom, hello everyone. I'm tell you what, Tom, we're glad that you're here. Daniel's here. Cheers, Daniel. Glad that you showed up and hang out with us a little bit. Phil is here. Billy, we met at Rumfest too. We met Billy at Rumfest. He's hanging out, drinking some good rum, as all good rum drinkers do, having a good time. He's much shorter than us, just so you guys know. In case anyone was wondering, we're really tall. So, you know, Billy, thanks for looking up to us. You guys didn't tell me if you drank all the splashes, it's going to be a bad night. Rock on, Rumsters. Yeah, right? Yeah. A lot of splashes of rum. So, you know, it's going to be a really bad night, right? So, see how I worked that. We'll work that guy in there. Phil did Royer pregame with a gin and tonic. Absolutely.
No.
The official pregame drink of Rum Daddy Royer is the gin and tonic. Obviously.
The pregame for Rumfest is rum.
Is it?
It is.
Are you sure?
I was really disappointed, though. Last year, we actually had Zacapa 23. They had that at the bar at our hotel.
You were so mad. You accused the bartender of lying because you were like, no, you have Zacapa 23. And he's like, no, I don't. And he's like, and Royer's literally like, I had it last year. And I literally looked at him like, that doesn't mean he still has it.
He should.
That's the conversations that we have with people. I gotta talk down Rum Daddy Royer so he doesn't freak out at a bartender. Let's see here. Hello everyone. How's the evening going? Jeremy, welcome in. Super glad that you're here. Mark G is not. Nope, it's not Mark G. We still got to meet Mark G. We're gonna put that on our list of things to do, Mark. So we're gonna figure that out. But there was a Mark that we hung out with, met, super great time, had a lot of fun. Terry, hello, welcome in. Glad that you're here. Thank you for the welcome back. We're glad to be here. Mind Freak is here. Hello, Rum fan. Freak. Congrats on 3,000 subs. By the way, I recently had Bacardi Grand Reserve Diaz Gold Rum 10 years, quite decent. The 8 and the 10 year are pretty fun. The 8 years actually what they make all their new ones they're making, like the sherry cask, the orange peel, the rye. They're actually all built off their 8 years. So those are some of their better rums for sure. Let's see here. John says, I'm so glad you guys survived.
John Hasbrook.
Let me tell you, John, it was a close one. So had a lot of fun with that. So I don't know where to begin with
we have
these
some
stories.
News. Don't we have some news?
We have no news. I picked zero news for tonight.
Seriously.
Tonight is about hanging out with the Rum fam and telling Rum Daddy Royer stories. Because first of all, This was a tremendous event.
It was a good event.
We had a lot of fun. We got to see some familiar faces, which we were really excited about.
That, for me, that was personally my favorite thing of the whole event.
So
is all the people that actually came out to see us, and we got pictures with all of you.
Absolutely.
And it was so much fun to stand there and talk with you. And it was just cool. It was just so much fun.
Now I want to give some shout outs to some very special rum people.
Oh yeah.
I was super excited to hear this. They have no idea how much this means to me. And Rum Babanku, if you guys are listening, this one's for you, because when we walked up, they not only stopped talking to everyone who they were talking to stop, look at us and point and be like, let these guys through. These guys are Haitian family. And
that's huge.
I lost my mind.
Yeah.
I just want you to know
that was very, very cool.
That meant everything. Hearing you guys just call it like that, and for us to be there, we're so grateful. Yeah. I can't even believe we even qualified to be like a distant cousin in your guys' family.
That's awesome.
So we really, really appreciate that.
Very honored.
They showcased, had a great time. I think I got us a hookup for the 15-year now. So we're gonna have a little more access to the 15-year, which I'm pretty excited about. But with that being said, that is what I am drinking tonight. Is the rum Babanku 8-year is what I've got, not the 15.
Not the 15.
I talked it up like I was high rolling with the 15. I didn't get that far. But it was really, really great seeing you guys. And Jean, heck, man, way to stiff us.
Yeah, we thought you'd be there.
Thought you'd be there. Thought we'd have a drink or something.
We know you're watching right now.
Yeah, you know. All right. Now we're moving past that. Bad memories aside. We also got to see Plantation. Plantaray. I'm so sorry. I messed it all up.
Plantaray.
There is a great picture of me with the world's largest Plantaray XO. Do you have the XO?
Yep.
Oh, you got it tucked in the corner over there. You got it. That's right. Tucked in the corner. But there's a picture coming. I put it in the Facebook group. That is down there in the Just Drinking Facebook group after
that
hours.
Thing was huge.
It was massive. Oh my gosh. And I literally looked at it. I'd been drinking for half the day and she was so nice. She let me pick it up. I was like, all right, can I get a picture? And I was like, you're really risking it for the biscuit here, but appreciate it. So here I am with this picture. And I'm pretty excited about that picture. I love that picture. It's I don't know what face I was making. I'm not really sure if
it was a good picture.
Shock, excitement. I was truly just gloriously excited to be holding that bottle of rum. It's massive. So that was really fun.
We saw a lot of really good companies out there. We did. We got to talk with Dos Maduras.
Dos Maduras.
This is what I'm having this evening right here.
Fantastic.
And great company.
Somebody was walking around. They were asking about what rums they should try. They're on the other side of the show. I was like, have you gotten to the other side and seen Dos Maduras? And they're like, what's that? And I was like, all right, stop what you're doing and just walk over there if you haven't even been over there.
That was one.
And go get some.
So that was one of my favorite things is all the people that we got to talk to. This is our first year that we did not take a bunch of video.
No, we didn't. We took a bunch of pictures, I just received them tonight.
Okay.
So we do have some pictures.
So we'll be posting those.
We'll be posting some pictures. Which we're really excited about. We took a new approach with the picture approach because, video and drinking rum sometimes, 6 hours later. Woo! So we took a different approach, had a lot of fun. So we got a lot of stuff to show off there. I am going to give a huge shout out for Bacardi being there. That was a ton of fun.
Definitely. We got to hang out.
She's always a good time. We always have a great time. We've seen her at the last 3 shows we've been to, right? So she stays very busy. But it's just tremendous.
But she's
time.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. She's very hanging out. Always having a fun time. She might
actually join us on the show.
I'm thinking that she should because obviously the world needs to have just as much fun as everyone has at her booth.
Yep.
With the world. So that's all I'm saying. So that's what we're hoping to bring here in the near future. But great time there as well. And just a huge thank you to Star Union for being so gracious to let me yell at their booth. I yelled a lot at their booth. So thanks.
These guys
Thanks for not kicking me out of your booth. I was very much yelling. That's probably the loudest I was yelling all night, actually. So tremendous time. There was people behind us waiting to get in. And when I was done and I was finally ready to leave, I actually looked at the table and I just started yelling at the top of my lungs. And I was just like, no, sir, I know you have the best rum and rye on the market today, but I just can't drink any more right now. And I just screamed it and turned around and walked away. That was the last thing that I said to him all night, actually.
And I walked up to the people and said, he's just very emotional about his rum and rye.
It's so true. So true. I do get emotional about it. It's a very serious thing. Oh, man.
I do want to do a quick shout out because I said that I would. Cheryl. And Cheryl. If you're watching, just wanted to say, left is with your heart.
Left is with your heart. Learn that. See, things you learn. It's an educational show. Okay, we're teaching you things. You clink with the left because it's with your heart, right?
It's with your heart.
Makes total sense.
So thank you very much for teaching us that. And we got a great picture.
Yeah.
She referred to it as the Cheryl sandwich.
The Cheryl sandwich. So Cheryl and Cheryl.
Cheryl and Cheryl.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah.
They were a lot of fun.
It was a good time. So we had a lot of people running around, got a lot of pictures with a lot of people. Now, Rum Daddy Royer, you the sigh. I mean, I feel like you just get so worked up. Like, first of all, this might be the first time that I'm not even sure if you remember all the stories. First of all, if Jesse was here, if you guys were there, Jesse told all the stories. He was an open book the entire time.
Yeah.
Anybody that asked him, he openly told every story that was totally brought up. So super thankful for him for that. So if you ever find us at a Rum Fest, Jesse's the guy to talk to because he'll tell you all the other stories. Tons of fun. So first of all, Royer, I have to ask.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen you get lost trying to find your hotel room. How does that make you feel as an individual? And I'll tell you the story here, but I just want to know how
I'm gonna say one. So with that comment right there, I'm gonna say I do remember another individual that got lost. They actually ended up in the wrong hotel.
I did end up in the wrong hotel, but
up like on the 7th floor
of the wrong hotel.
Of the wrong hotel, and you crashed on one of those little seat.
Well, they had little couches in the hallways.
Yeah, and so anyhow.
Well, I'm just going to say one thing. You had such a great support system around you to bring you back. I was wondering.
Be in Chicago.
I was wondering by myself if you did not have us.
Yes, I would have still been in Chicago.
I don't think you even would have been in the same suburb as the hotel.
Probably not.
So yeah. So we're on our way back to the hotel. We get back from the event. Well, actually, we get back from the tiki bar after the event, and Rum Daddy Royer comes in. We ordered some pizza to the hotel. We catch Jesse. We find him. And we're on our way back. And as we're making our way to the hotel room, we're walking down the hallway. Now, I'm going to just tell you guys, it's not a difficult trip, okay? It is a straight hallway, and we're the last door on the left. Pretty straightforward, right? So we're walking. Jesse decides, hey, this is a good opportunity for a selfie of the three of us. It'll be a ton of fun. So he whips out his phone, and as he's walking in the front, I'm behind Jesse. Royer's behind me. We're walking. He picks his phone up, and he goes to take the selfie, and what does he see? He sees himself smiling. He sees me smiling, and we see the back of Royer's head walking halfway down the hallway, the opposite direction, and we're like, what are you doing? All you had to do was follow. Made this really easy.
I'm sure it seemed easy to you at the time.
And you're fully geared up still. Like you have your coat, you have your backpack over your shoulder, and you're just making your way the wrong direction. And I'm like, how could you possibly think that's the way to go? Are you trying to go back to the hotel bar?
I must have had a thought or something.
Do you get those?
I do get a thought
every now and then.
Every now and then.
So this is the kind of thing that we deal with.
So this is where I'm going to jump in here, and I'm going to give a little PSA right here, right now. So listen, boys and girls, when you go to a rum festival and you have 30, 40 different rums to try, do take advantage of those spit buckets. You don't have to drink the whole little sample that they give you.
You are so the wrong person to give this PSA.
Drink. Oh, I'm exactly the right person. Drink plenty of water throughout the day.
Royer doesn't.
I tried. I tried.
Did you really try?
I had like one of those bottles.
That's trying, huh? Wowza.
And whatever you do, at the end of it all,
are you going to say the right thing?
At the end of the day, and you decide to go to a tiki bar,
don't.
And and have a drink to just kind of finish off the night, right?
You maybe shouldn't pick the most alcoholic beverage on the menu that has a
Yeah.
warning sign next to it.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Incoming, next story. So,
probably really should not do that.
Rum Fest ends. Royer gets kicked out.
I did not get kicked out. Stan
kicked you out. Stan's not gonna back you up. Stan threw you out. He backed you right out of the building.
My God.
Okay. So we end up at a tiki bar.
Yes, we did.
Halakiki.
I remember that.
Just making sure. I'm just checking in.
I'm with you. I'm there.
Okay.
I was there.
You were there. So we go into this fantabulous place, super amazing. We spent the day at Rumfest. We get there and we sit down and they give us some menus and they proceed to show we're flipping through. We get to pick our own drinks. It's amazing how you can do that, right? We go through and out of all of the drinks, we have a page, a book of things to choose from. And Rum Daddy Royer narrows in on the one that says, okay, the 1950 Zombie, 2 per customer. And when he ordered this, the waiter literally said, "Sir, I just want to make you aware there is a warning next to that drink." And Royer said, "I got this." What a response. I mean, if I was the waiter, I'd be questioning everything if somebody responded, I got this. But anyway, Royer's got it handled. He's a professional, was the next words out of his mouth. So I've got the drink menu in front of me here. So let me just proceed to tell you what's in the 1950 Zombie, which is, by the way, their most alcoholic cocktail that they serve here. Yeah. So this is,
again, don't do that.
Don Q Añejo rum, Havana Club white rum, some lime juice, lemon juice, passion fruit juice, Angostura bitters, and you know what finishes that baby off real nice is a little Lemon Heart 151. After a whole day at Rumfest, where he pre-gamed at a bar, ended up at Rumfest, got kicked out of Rumfest, ended up at a tiki bar.
Didn't get kicked out.
Got kicked out. And he proceeds to have that as his finishing beverage, okay? Which, long story there, but
it sounded really good.
Into that.
It sounded really good.
And it was really good.
It was
brought
incredible. I had no idea.
They brought him out.
Yeah. And tasting it.
Tremendous. That's not the beverage I have. We'll get to that in a second. But it was we all tried each other's drinks. Jeff had a delicious drink. We all had, they were all amazing. We got 3 different drinks. Then after Royer had his last drink, okay, so he was like, "No, you know it sounds really good is the drink you had, Robert. That sounds really awesome." So he proceeds to order a second drink, which is what I had for a second drink after he's already drank this drink. And he comes in and orders what's called the Nectar of the Gods.
Fun name.
Super
right there.
Delicious.
Fun name.
Not for human consumption. Drink at your own risk. It's on the menu. Okay. This drink will definitely give you a numb feeling. Also on the menu. Okay. Here we go.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Had I known that.
So you thought the last one was good? It's a great cap right here. Lemon Heart rum, Rum Fire, Smith and Cross rum, ginger liqueur, egg white, house-made Buzz Button, overproof rum, and POG juice. Juice.
I'm hearing juice and more
that
juice.
Was the rum. 5 actually different alcoholic things in this drink. And that was what Royer had afterwards. And let me tell you guys, a couple things happened after that.
We're not going to go into.
Jeff knows.
Yeah.
First of all,
what happens in Chicago stays in Chicago.
First of all, the table's lucky to still be standing because it needed to help Royer get up, and I didn't think the table was going to make it. Secondly, the Uber ride home, huge shout out to our Uber driver. I'm so sorry for Royer. What city are we in? That was a question I got asked on the way back to the hotel. So there was that. Wow. Really zoning in on this one. Pretty amazing time.
We almost didn't get an Uber ride back.
Because there was we literally had it was on the 3rd try and I paid for the most expensive one because I was like, somebody's got to pick us up. Yeah, finally they did. It kept saying unavailable, no driver available. We were just sitting there. I was like, we might just be staying at this tiki bar for the night. Not sure if we're getting anywhere. So thankfully though, we got a ride back. And it was, we got there. But you had a great time.
I did. It was a great time. Yeah. It was a great time. It definitely was a great time.
Such a fun time. I do want to catch up on some comments. I am having
Okay.
fun telling your stories.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
feel like you're cringing a lot right now.
I am.
So I'm going to give you a break.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and we're going to go back to the comments, talk to the good people of rum, the respectful, the responsible
Yes.
individuals who drink rum,
Right.
which is everybody on the other side of this
Other
camera.
side of the scammer.
Yeah,
I
just so you know.
understand.
I just want you to know.
I completely understand.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Do
good
not
stuff.
do not do what I do.
Let's see here. John Hasbrock, thank you for the swag rep. Just a distillery. Boom. It's right there. Got Just Rum hanging on the shirt today. On Sunday, I was making tiki drinks for you guys to stop by, but you never did. Let me tell you something. Sorry, I said I was done telling stories. Royer on Sunday was as a human being struck by a semi-truck on Saturday. So it was a rough day. You were all gung-ho to stop at liquor stores, Blom Brothers.
On the way out.
On the way home, right, on Sunday. You barely wanted to go. You were like, I don't know, we could skip it. And we're like laughing. Me and Jesse are just laughing because we're like, gee, I wonder why you feel the way that you do. But we ended up doing both those things. We stopped at liquor stores. We stopped at Blom Brothers and got to see their distillery, which was tremendously amazing. They have a really sweet setup. If you guys are looking for a cool distillery to go to, and they do make amazing rum, by the way.
They do.
But it's mostly whiskey, bourbon, and other stuff. But like they do make an amazing rum.
Yep.
But it's a beautiful spot. What a cool hangout spot. Their bar is awesome. So totally worth the stop there in Illinois to check that out if you get the chance. Galena, right?
Yep,
Galena. Super, super fun. But anyway, didn't even want to do that. So Greg, your tiki drinks.
Sorry.
Ice was going to melt there because
we'll have to make that another time.
Royer was not having. Have you even had a sip of alcohol since then to tonight?
Probably. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think
I know I haven't had anything to drink since then, but I can't imagine anything has sounded good to you. I think you tried all the rums from around the world on Saturday. So we traveled the whole world
without a passport.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Let's see here. Hats off to the organizers. Hope to attend next year. Yeah, Mark, it was tons of fun. We had a blast. It was a really, really good time. I do have one critique for the show. Okay. If Chicago Rum Fest, Rum Society, if you guys are all listening, okay, I got one critique.
What's that?
Oysters were not the food. I'm just saying, cool concept.
Neat idea.
Get what you're trying to do. But when there's that many people drinking like that, and you definitely want to get food into the majority of people, there's only a select few that are going to be able to tolerate all that rum and oysters.
Yeah.
Versus the people
who oysters and shrimp, neither one of those would be a good idea.
You just want something that people are going to eat, regardless. So that way the people who do end up drinking a little too much get some food in their system. Because when they don't, things can get weird. So
yes, they can.
Billy, my first time at Chicago Rum Fest, I would highly recommend it. It was very fun. P.S. If you guys didn't have beards, they may have thought you were my kids. That's so true. That's so true. He was a little taller than us. I know. I tried to come out. I was hoping maybe he looked away for a minute, didn't hear us. But yeah, no, he was. Yeah, we meet most people are taller than us in person.
It was amazing meeting you in person.
It was a good time. We had a blast. We're so glad that you're out there. We had a ton of fun. Mind Freak says that plantation bottle looks awesome. Yeah, it's in the Just Drinking After Hours Facebook group. Yeah. It is massive. I mean, it is so big. It was so cool. We loved it. CJ, what's up, guys? Cheers, CJ. Welcome to the bar, hanging out, telling Rum Daddy Royer stories from Chicago. You know how it is. I have one for me, by the way. It'll make you feel a little better.
Good.
I'm gonna tell him. I actually had my first ever in my life embarrassing story. Crazy.
Oh, really?
Crazy how it never happens to me. First time experience for me. Jesse gets a kick out of it, and he's told the story like 4 times since we've gotten back, so he's very happy about it. Tom, if you go to Paris, you can buy a 40-liter barrel from Plantation. Some lay in the river there from Plantation. Really? They're in the river there. You can buy a 40. See, we need to buy barrels. We're not buying big enough. Problem is, we keep running out of rum because we're not buying the barrels of rum. That's what we got to do. Tom's got it figured out.
He's got it figured out.
Oh, my goodness. Unanswered prayer. You've probably answered this already, but what are you both drinking this evening? Real quick, good announcement. We'll just bring it back up. Rum Bob and Coo, 8 years in the glass tonight. Shout out to them for hanging out at Rumfest.
And I am having a little Dos Maderas 5+5.
Shout out to them for hanging out at Rumfest. Both those guys were there hanging out at Rumfest. Had a ton of fun. Both their booths were popping.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually really hard to get to their booths because it's the booths that have the most fun that draw the most attention. And let me tell you, it's the ones that we're trying to get to as much as possible. So weird how that gin table didn't have anybody at it. It was really weird. Just empty all night. Nobody wanted to be there.
Threw them out first.
Stan had to throw them out like an hour in. Like, hey,
you don't belong here.
Get out of here.
What are you doing?
Really bad rums. So there were 29 rums at Chicago Rum Fest. And if you did a shot of 29 rums at 40%, you'd think, but they're not full shots. Okay. No. I'd call it a half shot per. So you got to cut that in half. Okay. And there was definitely more than 29 because there might have been, 29 rum brands.
Yeah.
But they all did not have one bottle at their table. So let's double it back up again. And you're probably sitting in the right spot again. So, but we did.
Yeah. We had some fun.
I did skip one table.
Did you?
Worthy Park was there. I got to it late in the day. We had a good Worthy Park. I've had them before. Yeah. They didn't have anything I hadn't tried, and I was not in a place where I was like, I need to go have anything again at that moment.
It's interesting too. I'm going to do a shout out for the Chicago Co-op.
Yeah.
Right.
Cane Co-op.
Chicago Cane Co-op.
Yep.
They're a small new brand that is trying to get recognized. We talked with them last year. I was really glad to see them again here this year.
Yeah.
I think they've got some good stuff that they're doing. And if you have a chance, look them up. That's the Chicago Cane Co-op.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, it was good seeing those guys. It's always fun seeing the local distillers get out there because seeing what everybody's doing. I love craft distilling and just what's new, what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
I love that stuff. And when we get the stuff that comes out from behind the table, that's the best.
That's the best.
Well, Monty Musk, huge shout out to you guys bringing Jamaica into the world. We love that. And they let us try some from behind the table.
Try some special along with Jeff.
Jeff got to try it. Jeff was behind us. I was like, Jeff, come here. Jeff, get here. See, this is what happens when you roll with us. We're going to try and get you the good stuff. It debuts. You won't have to miss out on it for long. It's coming to the U.S. in 3 months. I think it is.
4
No Name Rum, Mystery Rum's coming in 3 months. Ooh. Let's see here. I swear the white rums looked like water. I tried to drink a lot of water. That's Royer's problem
confusing.
Too. Yeah,
it's very confusing.
Royer has the same problem.
Oh, that's water.
Problems.
Doesn't taste like water.
Phil says, "Go big or go home." It's true. There you go. Go big, you won't find home. So,
that's right.
Can we have Royer's intervention at Pizza Ranch? Yes.
Only if it's in Grundy Center, Fred.
Yeah, the Grundy Center. They have a Pizza Ranch there?
They used to.
I don't know if they still do, but they got a Godfather's Pizza in their gas station.
Yeah, they do.
Built into the gas station there. It's not really built in. It's like at the counter. Anyway, I still don't know how that works. You guys look tired, Boring Cider says. We're not tired.
Oh, no. We're ready
alive
to go.
And awake. Royer's probably tired.
A little tired. He's not been the same since Chicago.
I don't know. You definitely didn't sleep a lot in Chicago.
No.
Don't know how he's been after Chicago.
No.
So, yeah, might be a little tired over there. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling thunderous. I've got him a couple good full night sleeps here. I'm ready to roll. Ready to kick stuff around, do some stuff. I was recording videos that day, showed how to make low carb orange curacao. There we go. Love that.
Very nice.
I love it. That's awesome. Fred says Grundy. Grundy Center. I love it. By the way, if you use a spit bucket, you don't know if there's is a back burn. Just saying. See, you don't get the full experience.
See, that's why I said, well, then am I really drinking it?
That's why I said.
Huh?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. So, one thing I will say, there's one thing everybody wants to do after a rum festival. That's get some food. You're hungry, you're looking for stuff, especially if you're serving oysters. You're like, dang, really got to find some food. That sounds good. Don't go to a tiki bar that doesn't have a kitchen.
Another PSA statement right there.
Not throwing shade at them
idea.
at all. Not throwing shade at them at all. It's a beautiful spot. Everything. But that's a miscalculation on our part because we did not do our homework and we just ended up there and did not realize that was about to happen. Just telling you, it's not the best methodology. Anyway, you do that. You get done. You go back to the hotel. You got to order pizza. You got to order a pizza there. First of all, ordering a pizza in Chicago at that time of night, it was like
problematic.
It's problematic. Expensive. That is the most expensive pepperoni
Domino's pizza
I've ever paid for. First of all, and it was a regular Domino's pizza and cheese sticks, and we paid more than we pay for premium rum. For that pizza. That was before the tip. Before the tip happened, we were north of 60. So anywho, we'll just leave it at that. But Royer got to enjoy, some pizza. And, there's one thing is Royer was so ready to eat.
My goodness.
He's sitting there in his jacket. He's kind of chilling on the end of the bed, and he grabs himself a pepperoni pizza. Actually, we handed it to him so he could eat it. Starts eating it, eats a couple bites. He's super excited about his pizza. Next thing you know, he's up, he's moving around a little bit. We're like, he's coming back. He's come back to life. He just needed some food. And then we just watch as in slow motion. We watch him tip over onto the bed sideways, and the pizza gets lodged between himself and the bed, and he goes down. And then about 30 seconds later, it's just snoring. He was gone. It was it. That was the end of the night.
I was out.
Rum Daddy Royer.
I was out.
Yes, for the most part. I didn't get to witness any of the other things that happened afterwards because I went to bed. I did hear there was some extra shenaniganry later in the evening when you finally woke up and fully clothed, shoed, and everything. But anyhow, you were sleeping on your pizza, snoring, and that's when me and Jesse decided we were going to take an adventure. Okay, so we. Here's my story.
Here's Robert's
story. One's to make you feel a little better. Okay. Mine's not nearly as good as your story.
Okay. Well, not from your perspective, I'm sure.
But I had a moment. Okay. So we ended up grabbing some. We had some pizza. We ended up grabbing a couple cigars and a little bit of rum. We headed out to the parking lot where we dropped the tailgate on the truck, as Midwesterners do. And we were hanging out at the back of the truck. Now, one thing that we like to do is we like to sit on the tailgate of the truck. Okay, makes perfect sense. Great seat. It's nice. Kick your feet back and forth a little bit. Feel like you're a little kid again. Then again, I'm like 4'5", so I'm always feeling like a little kid. And we get there, and Jesse's tall. Jesse's like 6'3", 6'4", something, whatever. No problem. So he's just jumps on the back there. So I turn around. I got a cigar in my mouth. Turn around, put my hands on the back, and I'm like, I'm gonna jump on this thing. I'm gonna sit on this nice seat. And boy, was I wrong. Because Jesse said
How did you miss the tailgate?
Jesse said my feet didn't even leave the ground on my jump. Said that he thought my toes were still touching. Did not make the tailgate and fell completely down trying to jump on the tailgate. So anywho, long story short, the nectar of the gods will get you there too. So it definitely took me there.
I mean, it's a long day.
It is a long day. We do a lot of content. We do a lot of meeting people. We drink a lot of rum. And it turns into a long day.
During the day, it's very easy to lose track of time and, how much you're having to drink.
Your wallet, your watch. Because we definitely took
John Mark, I still have my watch.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah, you still do. Lucky for you.
John Mark, I still have my watch.
That was such a great moment for me. Riley's like, you gotta be careful. His heart isn't as good as it used to be, whatever. When I told her that story, because I took your watch off you in the night when you passed out, you had no idea. And Jesse took your wallet, and the first thing you did was like, what time is it when you woke up? And you moved to look at your watch, and you literally, the covers flew off the bed, your feet hit the floor. Rum Daddy Royer sitting on the edge. He's like, where's my watch? And I was like, I'm glad that's what you're concerned about right now. Here, it's right here. And boy, do we have some things to tell you. Rum Fest. It's a lot of good times. Yeah. A lot of good times.
Good thing that's only once a year.
We did learn that Jeff is a movie star. That was pretty cool. Jeff was in both the Avengers and he's in the deleted scenes in Paul.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
That was very cool.
Learned all kinds of cool things about Jeff's secret life.
It's so much fun getting a chance to talk with everyone in person. And it's just a great time.
Let's see here. Phil says, sounds like a laundry nightmare. You talking about the pizza wedged between him? Don't worry. I'm pretty sure his leather coat is fine. You had a black t-shirt on, so you're good there.
Yep.
Unfortunately for the people washing the bedding, there's definitely sauce all over the sheets.
There was a little sauce on the sheets.
Oh, goodness. Let's see here.
Oh my!
I love it. Doc is sending us the body calculation for your body fat to how much like rum you should be able to drink, like how much alcohol you can consume. Listen, we do not say you should never drink responsibly. Yes, that's all I'm going to say. Drink
responsibly.
Don't do it.
These are all things that you should not do. We're fine examples of what a person should not do.
Yep, that's great. I'm glad we could be here for that. Start a whole YouTube channel to just show everyone how we need. Never mind. We have a lot of passion. We have a lot of passion.
We do.
Rum is fun, Doc. It is. You going to Miami Rum Fest? Tom says. I think so. I mean, we haven't talked about it. It's November.
To be honest with you, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, at this point, it's a little close after the Chicago Rum Fest to actually ask
Roy is still having some instant regret.
Okay.
Give him a couple months to get re-excited again.
This is my first drink of rum since Saturday.
I gotta tell you guys, this is no joke. I have never in my life. I've known Roy. Well, how long have I known you? God, even before we got into rum. Like this is a long time ago. I have never seen Roy want to leave a liquor store faster in my life. Okay, because
wrap it up.
Because every time we go shopping, we're having fun. We're looking at brands. We're talking about it. Roy walks in. He beelines it for the rum.
Yep.
He goes there. He sees everything. Gets a cart. Just starts loading it with whatever he wants or whatever. And then by the time he's like, "Okay, we good?" Okay. And he's like trying to leave, and I'm like, "Well, I'd like to look over there. Like, I'd like to look.
Why do you need to?
I like to look.
Why do you need to look over there?
I bought a new lighter. You know, we were looking at some tequila.
And I'm like,
you know, there's
things. I
things.
would like to get home.
There's things I wanted to look at.
I just want to get home.
And he's just wanting to leave. He wanted to skip Blonde Brothers. Didn't even want to go there because you were just ready to drive by. You didn't want to go to the second liquor store in Dubuque, right? You didn't want to check that out.
No.
We had to talk you into stopping at these because you were just so ready to go home. And I have never in my life experienced. This is why I said this is the number one spot of where Rum Fest went this year. And we had a lot of fun. Everybody, I think, had a lot of fun with us. At least in my experience, everybody was having a really great time.
I mean, we met a lot of people, you know, that are subscribers.
The computer's gonna die, man. You didn't even plug it in.
I got one job and I'm failing.
One job.
See, this is what alcohol does to you. There we go.
Yeah. So we had a great time. Everybody was having a ton of fun.
Meeting, you know, people that are familiar with our channel. Awesome. Loved every minute of that. And we got to meet a lot of new people as well.
That was so much fun.
You know,
meeting some of you guys who came out there to see us, to hang out with us. That was amazing. Like Billy, Mark, Jeff.
Yep.
All of the great people that
Mike.
came out. Mike, I know I'm missing people. But I just want you to know, Stan, you had to be there because it was working, but we still take that as you making the effort.
That's why we brought you a gift,
because you remembered us, and it was great seeing you. We had a ton of fun with that. The seriousness on his face was just tremendous.
Just turn that on, just like a switch.
Super awesome.
Hey Stan, could you do this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It just gets real serious. Then that gin drinker was gone. The gin table was gone after that. Crazy. But it's just a good time. Like, one thing that we can't emphasize enough is this is such a cool space to talk about rum, ask questions, introduce yourself, because we've created this environment we try to keep as friendly as possible, because there's a lot of places where you go and you say, hey, I'm enjoying this Captain and I'm enjoying this Bacardi, and people come in, or Zacapa and Plantation, they're like, that's not real rum and this is wrong with this, and they can come in and be real serious about it. And
there is a group of people out there, they're real pinky up,
Yeah,
about it.
And I think that for us, it's about the experience, it's about the journey, and that's what this whole channel's been, is a documentation of the journey. And we want to take you guys along with us and be able to experience it with you, because the more we get to do that, the community is just so much fun, and we're so grateful for that. And you guys show up each and every week to hang out with our passionate selves.
And Carlos actually brought out a really good comment at our last Rum Club meeting. Where so another one of our passions in doing this is having the opportunity to help companies like Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum, get known, and Just Rum out of Sandy, Oregon, right, and Rum Rats back
Star Union,
boom, Cooliana. I mean, there's all these different craft distillers out there that nobody's ever heard of because they can't find shelf space in the liquor store. Yeah. And that's, for me, that I've got a little side business that I had for a number of years. And that's the one thing. If you've ever been in business for yourself, try to get something going, you can have the very best product on the market out there.
As we do in rum.
But
our Rum Dog Millionaires is probably the best rum ever.
If nobody's ever heard of it or never experienced it, it doesn't matter.
Which is why nobody likes and buys our rum, because they don't know how to get it. We don't even know how to get it.
We don't know how to get it yet.
Dang it. Otherwise, everybody be buying it.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't want hot dogs and pickles in their rum? I don't know.
But in all seriousness, I mean, that's what we love doing here, is trying to make those connections for people.
Yeah. I got it. I added the line. Are you ready?
Yep.
Connecting good people with good rum through good times.
Awesome. Good thing we recorded that.
Yeah.
Because you probably won't remember that tomorrow.
I ain't drinking that much. It's not like I'm you in Chicago.
No, I'm just saying you're getting old.
Getting old.
You forget the shit.
You know what? You know what's funny is I definitely hurt more after Miami than I did this. I felt great, actually. I woke up, I went to bed, I think Jesse said I went to bed about 1:30 in the morning. I was up by 7:45. I went in, got ready for the day. We were up talking forever. You woke up about an hour and a half later, finally, like, oh crap. Oh,
yeah.
So sorry I slept in.
Yeah.
But we were like, we were up talking. Jesse slept, I think, a total of 45 minutes the entire weekend. So that luckily he got some sleep when we got home. So he kept himself busy. But it's one of those things that we don't sleep a lot on Rumfest.
We do not.
We spend the weekend at Rumfest. We're there to do it to the full
Miami.
extent.
So I think was it Billy or Tom who asked about Miami if we were going? That's a 2-dayer.
That's Tom. Tom asked if we were going.
So that is a 2-dayer.
And it's nice because we get in the day before
yes.
and we leave the day after. Like Chicago, we drive in the morning of, do Rumfest, and then the next day we turn around and we drive home. So it's a lot more tiring with travel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about 9 hours worth of just wheel time on top of the festival. So that one's actually more tiring, but I felt great.
I don't know.
You thought Miami was more tiring? I was lit in Miami. Let me tell you what.
2 days. It's 2 days.
I did get more tired in Miami this last time, though. I'm saying this and I'm contradicting myself because I'm like, Chicago should have been more tiring, but I felt Miami should have been more tiring.
You're getting old.
I'm flipping the story. Miami should have been more tiring.
Confused.
But I was just, whatever. It is what it is. I'm done. I'm done telling stories.
I'm just saying. Miami is a 2-dayer.
It's nice to get in the day before and leave the day after.
It is nice for that, but it is, again,
2 days.
2 days.
And it's fun. Oh, is it fun?
It's a lot of fun.
You can't be like
I'm not really sure.
You can't be like you were in Chicago on day one in Miami because there's a whole nother day to it. I mean, you gotta go.
No. Yeah.
We were at a speakeasy till the wee hours of the morning.
We were there twice.
Yeah, we were there the next day too. Yeah.
Anyhow.
Sodaco, man. Yep. Sodaco will get you in Miami.
Yep, definitely.
Let's see here. I understand. Tom says we'll get Miami comes around the corner. We'll start talking about it.
If we're feeling like hitting Miami, you'll know.
We'll feel like hitting Miami. Just so you know, we'll be gauging to plan Miami, but we have nothing set in stone at the moment.
Yeah.
Got 6 bottles of Botrin 8-year 12-year and 15-year Total Wine has $25 off when you buy 2.
Wow.
Oh, there we go. So you bought 3. Smart. Good work. See, probably got a bonus for that.
Oh yeah.
Probably gave it to him for free at that point.
That's sweet.
What the Floridian coming in there? They got the hacks for rum. I like it. Let's see here. Billy says, for being famous rum reviewers, you were approachable. You didn't sick your security on me. You're just as nice in person as you present yourselves on the live. Good Iowa boys. Oh man, thank you, Billy.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you
appreciate
so
that.
much.
We try. We're pretty
that.
authentic. We're pretty real. You come find us at an event, we're gonna drink rum with you and have fun just as much as we will on a live. The only reason we're not drinking with you guys every single weekend is because we got this camera barrier. We can't get through this screen. For some reason, the screen that you guys have is so strong, we just can't get through it. So it's the only reason. Other than that, we're more than happy to hang out with you guys. We have tons of fun doing it. So
we do.
Super grateful for that.
We even brought a few gifts this year.
We did. We got Stan a gift this year.
We got Stan.
Did we bring another gift?
Oh, we got some T-shirts that we
handed out a lot of T-shirts. We did hand out T-shirts. We brought some things.
Yeah.
We did bring some things. We want to get some T-shirts out, some rum out. We brought a bottle of Doc
Trying
Brown's.
To share the love.
We brought a bottle of Doc Brown's really bad rum for Stan. Stan's
like,
I don't know.
That was the gift right
Stan's
there.
like, I don't know how if I can get that. And we're like, Stan, don't worry, we're gonna bring it to you. So we just funneled that baby right over there.
We had that conversation with Stan
Pass that off to Stan. So Stan, the security guy, sipping rum in the background. That's probably
having a little Doc Brown's really bad rum.
And then when it came time to pay your toll of, hey, I need another bottle of rum, he was like, you don't have any? Get out. So Phil says, what is the post Rum Fest breakfast of champions? That's a great question, Phil. That is actually a really great question. It varies. I'll tell you this. I usually don't eat breakfast. I'm not a breakfast guy. That's a bad thing.
Breakfast.
That's a bad thing. I really don't eat a lot of breakfast. But this year we had an interesting. It was like at the hotel they had a breakfast. It was all right.
It was horrible.
It was all right.
No, it was horrible.
The sausage was a little weird. I'm not sure.
I cooked.
What's going on with sausage.
I cooked, and this was. I mean, it was horrible. The pancakes.
I'm sorry. Do I not cook? Oh, yeah. No, the pancakes. I don't cook. No, I actually just eat what everybody else has all the time. I just steal everybody else's. I never cook food.
You know, the pancakes were like a big dollar-sized pancakes, right?
Yeah, which is great. That was probably
fantastic.
The pancakes were probably one of the best.
They were literally falling apart.
Oh, I didn't think they were that bad. I didn't think the pancakes were. I thought the pancakes were actually the best thing.
The sausage
was bad.
barely done.
It was chewy.
The eggs.
It was
the
raw.
eggs were runny. No,
eggs were okay.
I ate it.
Eggs were
hungry.
okay. Yeah. I did grab a burrito, mostly because I thought it was like a breakfast burrito.
Yeah, it wasn't, was it though?
It was not. It was a veggie burrito full of broccoli and carrots.
Well, yum.
Yeah.
Look at you being healthy.
That was not
post-Rum Fest.
That was not what I was aiming for.
There you go.
Breakfast of champions. If I'm gonna give it to you, get some hash browns, some eggs, biscuits, gravy, pancakes,
sausage,
all that stuff.
Yep.
The good breakfast
sausage,
foods.
bacon, pancakes,
all that
eggs,
stuff's great.
hash browns. Yes.
You're gonna love that stuff. That stuff's awesome.
Yep.
Your breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
All of it. Just put it all in one. Wrap it up. Throw some cheese in there.
So,
and you're good.
Who puts hot sauce on their eggs?
No.
Yep.
Nope.
Definitely.
I actually do put hot sauce on my eggs. It's called ketchup. Okay. Spicy enough for me.
Wow. All I'm gonna say is wow.
Yeah. Let's see here. What day is the Miami meetup? You know what we should have said for Phil? More rum. Breakfast of champions after rum. More rum.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
What the Floridian? What day is the Miami meetup? I am not sure. Well, Miami Rum Renaissance Festival is the one we go to. There's a couple Miami Rum Fests. There's the Rum Congress one. That's in February, I think. But we go to the Miami Rum Renaissance Festival. Usually in November. I'm sure they probably have dates. We have not looked at anything, but we are, it's usually in November, but we'll figure it out. We follow all our stuff. We'll get an email. So we'll know when that time comes. But Doc says it's really bad eggs and ranch dressing for these Iowa boys, right? What the Floridian's asking, Chula or Tabasco?
Tabasco.
Mark says Chulas, you're wrong. You're clearly already messed up.
I like Tabasco.
Or ketchup.
No. Ketchup, no.
Third option.
Louisiana also
Think
has
about
a very nice hot sauce called Cristal.
Daniel says Tabasco, obviously. So we got a Tabasco back
There you
up
go.
there. Now we're coming in. We got
There
a nice back and forth going. I think ketchup should be on the list. I'm just saying, when it comes to spiciness.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
When it comes to spiciness.
Before I became acquainted with hot sauce.
When it comes to spiciness.
About the age 5.
On a level 1 to 10. Okay. Ketchup's like a 5. Okay.
On 1 to 10?
On a 1 to 10. Ketchup's like at a 5.
On a heat range?
On a heat range. Ketchup's like
oh my gosh.
5. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are just a tender little flower, aren't you?
I am. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate that. I am.
Oh my goodness.
I am a gift to all. You're welcome.
Tender little flower.
Phil says Tabasco rules or Yellowbird. There we go. Phil says ketchup. Are you from Minnesota? Well, I'm pretty freaking close. I'm pretty freaking
just
close.
North of us, about 3 hours.
That's not even 3 hours.
Yeah.
I can hit the Minnesota border in 2.5 hours. There you go. So it's not too far away. Daniel says ketchup is 1 or 0. Ketchup is a 0, 5.
Yeah.
5.
0. I agree. Yeah. It's like, so has anyone ever tried the Cristal from Louisiana? My wife and I, we went down to New Orleans one year and found this new hot sauce down there called Cristal. I love it. I mean, it goes on just about everything. I make a turkey melt. I add a little bit of that in there. Really good.
There you go.
Really good.
Is it hotter than ketchup though?
Oh yeah.
Can't imagine a Louisiana hot sauce being much hotter than ketchup. I'm just saying. They made that stuff pretty heated. That Hunt's,
oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what. Heinz
or Hunt's?
Heinz is the way to go.
Oh, Heinz is
everything.
Oh, very nice.
I'm a Pittsburgh fan, so Heinz is, you got to get Heinz.
Oh,
is what it is.
The show's completely derailed tonight.
Daniel says, "Yes, I'm from New Orleans."
Oh, yeah, very nice. Nolans.
It's good stuff. That's good stuff. Anywho, if this hasn't convinced you guys to come to a rum festival with us, I don't know what will. I'm trying to tell you guys the stories. You can ask anyone who's been to one with us. All the people that we met. Mike had a ton of fun meeting you.
Yes.
Mark had a ton of fun meeting you. We had tons of great people. Billy, thanks for hanging out with us. Jeff, thanks for tolerating us. Tons of fun.
Jeff, just remember what happens in Chicago stays in Chicago.
Yeah, Jeff got the full experience of us going back and forth at each other in real time. So that happened. I think Jeff was wondering if one of us wasn't going to walk out of the place. It was pretty funny. And you know what the funny part is it's all in good fun. Neither of us are serious the entire time, but we just
have a good time.
I don't know why we do that when we drink. I really don't know. But you looked at me and was like, should I be embarrassed? I'm like, yeah, you should be embarrassed. We should definitely be embarrassed. We definitely got a little carried away and just had a little too much fun. So got a little crazy, but it's a lot of fun. So Miami will be the next one target on the agenda.
Maybe. I'm a maybe on that one. I'm a maybe.
Give them a couple months. Give them a couple months.
We're
targeting that. And Miami Rum Renaissance is November usually, so we'll probably keep an eye out for that. But until then, I think this one should tide you over for a little while. We'll do some rum reviews, hang out with you, find people, try to learn some, responsibility.
Yeah,
in this amount of time that we have.
My wife and I, we have this talk every year.
Every year, you get worse too. I feel like you go in with better intentions every year, and you come out worse than you did the year before. Every single time, and you know why? Do you know why it is?
Because I set that bar too high.
No. I'm gonna tell you exactly why this happens. It's funny because the first year we went there, it was all brand new.
Robert,
you're welcome. I will. The reason it happens is because the people that we're hanging out with keep expanding and the energy keeps building. And every time we go to a rum festival, we know more people. We see more people we've seen before. We meet more new people than we ever have before. And then all of a sudden we have this horde energy of rum enthusiast love running wild, brother.
And you literally want to have a drink with everybody.
And what you gonna do when the rum starts rolling all over you, brother?
Very nice. Very nice.
That's all I'm saying.
Very nice.
That's all I'm saying. Oh my God. That was a really hard way to talk like that for a really long time.
Oh yeah.
But that's
Bothers
what it
me all
is.
the
So,
time.
ooh, yeah. That's what Roy Ayers says every
Yep.
time he takes a sip. Let's see here. Yeah, appreciate you, Doc. Yeah, if you haven't hit the
Yes.
thumbs up, you guys are toting off. We do appreciate that. Bring more people to the rum community. We absolutely love it. Finally about to make something. Greg's gonna put it in the Just Drinking After Hours Facebook group,
Greg,
the
thank
Instagram,
you.
the TikTok. That's all down there. And check out that rum club. We still got spots available. We're shipping rum. We just got shipments in.
Also,
for this
check out
weekend.
Low Carb Cocktails. Greg puts out some amazing videos out there on YouTube.
Absolutely
So
does.
definitely check out Low Carb Cocktails.
And you got to check that stuff
Yep.
out. And last but not least, what the Floridian. Oh yeah, Royer, let's get him home safe.
Always drink responsibly. Never drink and drive. And no rums were harmed during the making of this video.
Not at all. We'll see you next time, guys.
Take care.